If you're listening to this late at night and you are trying to catch up to others, this video is for you. Tonight, we're reading 2 quiet Reddit posts from people who sound fine on the outside, but are struggling in ways most people never see. Post 1. Lately, things have felt more difficult than usual. I recently finished school and expected that things would start to come together, but instead, I've found myself in a place that feels uncertain and hard to navigate. Work doesn't feel stable or fulfilling, and the environment has been more draining than I expected. Because of that, I've noticed a shift in how I've been handling things day to day. Stress builds quietly at first, and then it starts to show up in small ways, pulling back from routines, losing structure, and feeling less like myself over time. It's not always obvious in the moment, but when you step back, you can see how things begin to slip. There's also a hesitation to talk about it, partly because it feels difficult to explain, and partly because there's a sense that this is just something you're supposed to figure out on your own. So for now, it becomes a process of trying to understand how to regain some sense of stability, even when it feels like things are moving in the opposite direction. Post 2. Recently, I've been thinking about where I am in life compared to where I thought I would be. I'm in my 40s now, and there's a quiet awareness that my path hasn't followed the same direction as many people around me. There were years spent in jobs that didn't lead anywhere, periods of uncertainty, and choices that didn't fully come together the way I expected. At the same time, life hasn't slowed down. There are responsibilities now that feel more real: supporting family, managing day-to-day stability, and trying to improve things while still carrying what's already there. Looking back, I can see that I didn't always have the guidance I needed. A lot of things were left for me to figure out on my own, without a clear sense of how to build the foundations that others seemed to develop more naturally. Because of that, there's a strange feeling that comes up sometimes. Outwardly, life has moved forward, but internally, there can still be a sense of trying to catch up, like parts of adulthood are still being learned much later than expected. And when you notice that gap, it can make you question how you got there and what it means to move forward from this point. So now, the focus isn't on where things should have gone, but on understanding what it looks like to continue building, even if the timeline feels different than it once did. Sometimes the feeling of being behind doesn't begin with a single moment. It develops gradually through uncertainty, misguidance, and the quiet ways life becomes harder to manage over time. And when you notice it, whether early or much later, the challenge often isn't just moving forward, but understanding how to build something stable from where you are. If any part of this video felt familiar, you're not alone in that feeling. If any part of this video felt like that is you, you don't need to have answers tonight. You don't need to fix anything right now. You just need to be. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself. Gently.